Chapter 6 Christian but Non-Spirited Grouches. Soos and Melody took Pacifica and Wendy to the town square with a group of people wearing Santa hats. The sign above got Pacifica's attention for what people do when they come together for Christmas giving. Gravity Falls Secret Santa, she read the sign. Yes, Soos replied. The person who's assigned to this activity will become a Secret Santa to that random person. This ends tomorrow when the person gets his or her gift upon delivery to the mailbox, Melody added. Upon walking underneath the sign, Pacifica noticed boxes filled with gifts inside. As much as she's offering to give more cheer to Maple's friends, she catches on with the Secret Santa activity. Shouldn't Grenda and Candy be with us to be part of this? Yes, but you also can offer a surprise to people outside of the group if those people are kids, Soos said. It's hard to believe, but if you convince them enough of who you're referring to out there, you might send gifts to Grenda and Candy's place. Melody added, I would be relieved if I knew their home addresses. Pacifica lowered her head. I don't know where they live either, Wendy commented, but you can ask them if you can keep the gifts to yourself so you can give them to your friends tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I don't have any other choice. With 4 Christmas trees at the corners of the town square, Wendy and Soos witnessed a familiar face they came across during the summer from time to time. Unlike citizens who only wore Santa hats in the area, he wore the entire Santa Claus outfit to bring in the spirit of Christmas. It's old man McGutton, Soos pointed. You mean Fiddleford McGutton? Melody wondered. That's what people call him in Gravity Falls, Wendy explained. He's also the person who owns the mansion that my parents sold, Pacifica remembered. He's still a nice guy. It's not like he's the reason you don't live in the mansion anymore, Soos replied. Then again, he was like everyone else outside of the Northwest Fest. Never invited to the fanciest party we throw. Pacifica knew she bribed him to win against Maple and met him near the end of Real Mageddon, but she never knew him as much as Dipper and Maple do. She made her way as Fiddleford finished adding another kid to the list. She slowly walked up to him while trying to keep an open mind, being nice with a better impression than last time. But the moment she's about to pull his Santa outfit to get his attention, he immediately turns to her, catching her by surprise. Merry Christmas, blonde girl, Fiddleford cheered. Merry Christmas to you, she awkwardly smiled. You want to participate in the Secret Santa? He showed her the list. Yes, I want to be the Secret Santa to 2 kids if you can make it possible. Fiddleford laughed from the answer he got. You don't understand. Only in the group we pick out a name from a piece of paper to have the person be the Secret Santa. He then whispered into Pacifica's ear, in secret. Pacifica refuses to bribe him like before, especially when he's awake this time, but giving Maple's friends a surprise is the only way for her to be a friend to them. Okay, I'm new to this. What's wrong? Did Santa Claus never come to your house? No, but it wasn't a house. Well, was it a cabin? It was a mansion that you're living in. Wendy walked up to him. Wendy? He blinked. Hey man, just me and her celebrating Christmas for the first time as much as we can. We're mostly on the run from our families. Long stories. Pacifica sighed. Fiddleford also noticed Soos and Melody as they walked next to Wendy. But they were never naughty, Soos commented. It seems some people can't accept family traditions for the holidays, Fiddleford smiled. I don't have a tradition this year, Pacifica retorted. If you did, your parents would give you gifts every Christmas morning. This caused Pacifica to sign in annoyance. Never mind. Look, her name is Pacifica and her parents used to own the mansion until they sold it, Melody added. We took her here so she can give gifts to two of her new friends, Grenda and Candy, Pacifica filled in. Grenda and Candy? Fiddleford looked through his list of people of Gravity Falls' Secret Santa. They're on the list. Wait, really? Fiddleford showed them the list with Grenda and Candy's names written down. They participated earlier. They told me they adore the Secret Santa activity so much, it's always the first thing to do in the Christmas festival. Is it just me or is Christmas giving you miracles? Soos blinked. Even I don't get as many Christmas miracles when I come here. I didn't even know Christmas miracles were a thing, Pacifica also blinked. Is it because I'm by myself without my parents? You made Christmas swirl fudge for us, Melody smiled. You get Christmas miracles for doing good deeds. But sometimes, maybe Christmas miracles just come to you like a perfect snowflake landing on your head. Fiddleford, looking up at the sky with snowflakes falling down. If only we were free when we got the chance. I would find snowflakes wonderful, Pacifica spoke. But at the very least, I can give two kids a Christmas miracle they didn't expect. Now that's the Christmas spirit we love at Gravity Falls. Fiddleford handed Pacifica the list in pencil. Even if the odds of me giving the gift to someone else are completely randomized, I'm willing to take it. Pacifica wrote down her name. People probably already forgot I was popular. Well, at least if you become someone else's Secret Santa, they will remember you from this holiday, Wendy smiled. After Pacifica handed Soos and Melody the list to participate in the Secret Santa activity, they handed the list to Wendy, who agreed to participate. She wrote her name down, handing it back to Fiddleford as he jumped in joy. Be right back. He went behind the boxes of Christmas gifts to give the four something to fit in the Christmas activity. When we're done here, what should we do next? Pacifica asked. Maybe when Grenda and Candy are done with their costume contest, they could take us to the place of their choosing, Wendy offered. You get to know them as much as Mabel did when she met them. I still don't know about that. I do want to be friends with them, it's just the way of friendship isn't your thing. Yes. It's a first for everyone, Melody smiled. I'm sure they'll find something you enjoy like they do. Then again, I'm warming up for the Christmas festival, so I'm up for the surprise. It's my parents I'm really worried about. Wendy turned around to go back on lookout, but her eyes shot open what's coming her way, and it's not her dad and brothers. Pacifica, she went up to her. We have to get out of here. When Pacifica looked back, she immediately hid behind Soos. You're right, I'm dead meat. When Soos turned his head, he saw Preston and Priscilla marching their way after coming out from one of the buildings, kicking small Christmas trees after failing to find their daughter. Pacifica! Preston shouted. Oh, coming out here wasn't the best idea, Soos commented. Help me, Pacifica reacted. Soos slowly moved to the left Christmas tree with Pacifica hiding from behind. With her next to it, Pacifica hid behind the tree while Soos went by Wendy and Melody. Pacifica's parents arrived at Gravity Falls' Secret Santa location while looking around. We've been searching for nearly 2 hours, Priscilla stomped on the ground. She has to be hiding from us, Preston said. She'll be permanently grounded. She'll forever never celebrate a holiday again. Then Fiddleford came back with 4 Santa hats. Here you go. He handed the hats to Wendy, Soos, and Melody. One for you, one for you, one for you, and one for Soos covered his mouth to keep Pacifica undercovered. But then Preston and Priscilla turned their attention to Fiddleford, who slowly got more furious with him owning the mansion. You, they both pointed, catching Fiddleford's attention. Oh, Merry Christmas, do you want to be part of? We don't want to be part of this stupid Secret Santa rubbish. Preston walked up to him, especially a mansion-stealing peasant like you. Oh no, Wendy reacted. Pacifica slowly popped her head from the tree. Luckily, her parents are only looking straight away from her, while she only looks at their backs. She refuses to go out in the open, but from what she's witnessing, it's a horrible sight. What do you mean I stole your mansion? You stole it, Fiddleford remembered. Don't bring that up, Priscilla retorted. If you haven't gained any wealth from your mad scientist experiments, we would have sent the US government to ban you from Gravity Falls. I did nothing to you, especially when you kept me and everyone else out of your mansion when you threw that Northwest Fest of yours. Then you should have thanked our daughter when she disobeyed us. Preston stooping to Fiddleford's level, but let me tell you that you would have nothing worth giving in this stupid Secret Santa trash. It's my first time. He at least has something to give to children unlike you two. Wendy placed her hand on her hip. Oh, Preston laughed in sarcasm, turning his attention to Wendy. If you ask me, your family is miles away from celebrating any Christmas related. He walked up to her. What is this? Your first Christmas festival like my daughter, possibly? Yes, but for your information, I'm not with your daughter. Wendy clenched her fist. Melody covered Fiddleford's mouth, preventing on exposing Pacifica's near whereabouts. Good for you, because if we were as wealthy as before, we would have exposed your family name to everyone at Gravity Falls. You really think you're better than me and my family? Far better, Priscilla chimed in. Year after year, we do our charity in church for Christians, every Christmas. Our daughter spends session after session singing to increase our funds, while your family spent years being Nooses lumberjacks. Wendy shed a tear in front of Preston. As much as she couldn't stand her family, she can't disagree with Pacifica's father. Pacifica may have not heard what they're saying, but she didn't miss Wendy's raw emotion from the way her father talked to her. Just because I'm not a Christian doesn't mean I'm no better than you. Then what makes you far better than me? Come on, Corduroy, one up against my husband who saved the lives of Christians for years, Priscilla added. Hey, those kids here who just want to enjoy Christmas, Soos walking up behind Preston. Everyone is just having a fun time at the Christmas festival. Pfft, fun barely comes in the Northwest family, like you ever accomplish anything in your non-extraordinary life. Listen, Melody chimed in. If you don't want to be here, then do us all a favor and leave. Preston looked back at Wendy, then back to Wendy in anger. He took a deep breath after taking steps back. You all should know this. He pointed at everyone with Priscilla following him. If you actually cared about the religious organization, Christians would have come over to celebrate this pathetic festival. But we, on the other hand, they know how prestigious we are towards them, Priscilla added. The two left the Secret Santa area as though out of view in the location. Pacifica came out from the tree while walking up to Wendy. I'm really sorry about that. I know, Wendy takes a deep breath to hold off her depression. They're really tough when they won that religious organization, but to run up against me and my family, Wendy, Melody wrapped her arm around her. You're better than them. Well, better than them. They always think about themselves. That's what rich people do, sadly, Pacifica commented. I would have gone down that road if I didn't stand up against them. She then sat on the ground, thankful she didn't get caught, but not completely. I can't stop what I've created in charity I've done for years. Wendy again couldn't disagree, but she couldn't scold Pacifica like she would have done to her parents. She leaned down, getting her attention. Don't push yourself down like before. No matter how terrible it gets, savor what you have right now. That's what I'm doing before we leave. Pacifica slowly got back up while giving Wendy a hug. If I knew your family, maybe there's something they don't want you to know. I would believe that if they ever told me why they always ditch Christmas year after year. After they broke the hug, Soos and Melody turned to Fiddleford, who saw the whole thing after Preston put his attention off him. For the record, I never had a grudge with you, Pacifica being honest. Sorry my parents got in your face. Thanks. And sorry I almost broke your cover, Fiddleford said, while still holding onto a Santa hat. Would you still wear this? For Secret Santa, yes, but outside of here, sorry. If you really want to spend as much time at the Christmas festival, do your thing, since that's what Grenda and Candy are doing. I'm not leaving. I'm still giving Secret Santa a chance despite the odds. Fiddleford looked at the boxes of Christmas gifts. It's not about who gets the gifts, it's the surprise that matters the most. He then turned back to her. It's your first time at this Christmas festival. He then put the Santa hat on her head, trying to lighten up the mood. It's not enough, but it's still nice, she smiled. Better than nothing. If we could stay here a little longer, Grenda and Candy could be waiting for us outside from their building, Soos replied. Once we're done, I'm sure they'll give us something that'll cheer us up, Wendy slowly smiled. I just hope it's away from our families, Pacifica said, and something I'll enjoy like this. Well, even if you won't be able to give them free gifts, the gift you could give them is being their new friend, Soos putting on his Santa hat. The group went back to their Secret Santa activity as Fiddleford allowed them to join in with the other kids and families. Despite the scene they experienced with Pacifica's parents, it didn't stop their Christmas joy. However, it did affect Wendy personally, even if it wasn't her father who caught her. She wanted to confront her father as much as Pacifica would with her parents, but her family isn't like Pacifica's. Unfortunately, at the same time, she wished they would listen to reason, something they could do unlike Pacifica's parents.